370 vanished. No wreckage, no answers, but AI found the truth. 3 years later, that AI analysis revealed a deliberate flight path hidden in satellite data. The official search covered over 120,000 square kilometers of the Indian Ocean. Ships and aircraft combed the depths for years. Yet, no definitive wreckage of 370 was ever recovered. This lack of evidence deepened the mystery. It raised questions about the plane's final moments. The absence of debris defied all aviation logic. Satellite pings, known as handshakes, provided the only clues after the disappearance. These signals suggested the plane continued flying for hours after its last known contact. The pings narrowed the search to a southern corridor. Yet, they offered no definitive location. The signals themselves became part of the enigma. Their mysterious nature added to the confusion. The final communication from 370 was a routine satellite handshake. This occurred nearly 7 hours after takeoff. The timing suggested the plane was still airborne over the Indian Ocean. Yet, no distress call or mayday was ever received. The lack of communication is unprecedented in aviation history. It leaves a critical gap in understanding what happened. The plane's flight path took it far off course after disappearing from radar. It made a series of turns that suggested deliberate navigation. This contradicted initial theories of a mechanical failure. The turns pointed towards a calculated decision. Whether by pilot or hijacker remains unknown. The deliberate nature of the path is unsettling. Debris from the plane has washed up on the shores of Reunion Island and Africa. Yet, none of this debris matched the official search area. The drift patterns suggested a different final location. This inconsistency baffled oceanographers and investigators. The debris findings added another layer to the mystery. They hinted at a truth yet to be uncovered. The lack of wreckage in the searched areas is baffling. It suggests the plane may have landed intact somewhere. This theory aligns with the AI analysis of deliberate flight. A remote landing site could explain the absence of debris. Yet, no such location has been identified. The possibility remains purely speculative. It adds to the plane's mystique. The official report on 370 remains inconclusive. It offers no definitive explanation for the disappearance. This lack of closure fuels speculation and conspiracy theories. The report's ambiguity has frustrated many. Families of the victims seek answers. The official silence has deepened the mystery. It leaves many questions unanswered. New AI-driven analysis is re-examining the satellite data and flight paths. This technology can process information far beyond human capacity. The AI suggests a deliberate flight to a remote location. This theory offers a fresh perspective on the mystery. It challenges previous assumptions about the incident. The implications are profound and unsettling. The modern aviation enigma of 370 continues to puzzle experts. It challenges our understanding of flight safety and security. The combination of satellite pings, debris findings, and AI analysis creates a complex puzzle. Each piece offers a clue but no clear solution. The mystery deepens with each new piece of information. It remains unsolved and Captain Zahari Shah was 53 years old, a veteran pilot with over 18,000 flight hours. He was a devoted family man, but his home flight simulator held secret simulated routes to remote islands. Investigators later discovered a flight path plotted to the southern Indian Ocean. Far from any destination, 239 souls were on board, hailing from 14 different nations. Among them were 20 employees of Freescale Semiconductor, a company developing cutting-edge military technology. 12 of those employees were from Malaysia, the rest from China and the United States. Their areas of expertise included stealth radar and electronic warfare systems. We upload videos like this every day. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Television. The cargo manifest listed lithium batteries, mangosteens, and other perishable goods. But some experts suggested the batteries could have caused a catastrophic fire if not properly stored. Yet the official report stated no evidence of fire was found in the debris that washed ashore. The co-pilot, Farik Abdul Hamid, was just 27, and had invited guests into the cockpit on a previous flight. That breach of protocol raised questions about the crew's professionalism, though it was not linked to the disappearance. As investigators pieced together the background, a portrait emerged of a captain with secrets and a plane with hidden cargo. XINHS search cost $200 million. No trace was ever found. They covered 120,000 square kilometers, an area larger than Greece. Satellite data revealed mysterious pings. The plane was still flying. These pings created a seventh arc, narrowing the final location. But which side of the arc? The Indian Ocean or the South China Sea? Debris eventually washed ashore, but not where expected. Traditional drift analysis failed. The currents didn't match. Then AI stepped in, analyzing patterns humans missed. AI revealed new debris paths, pointing to a different location. Flight simulations matched these new paths. The plane flew differently. The plane was deliberately flown, not a crash or mechanical failure. AI analysis suggests a remote landing, far from any search area. The official search ended in 2017. No answers found. But AI's new theory keeps the mystery alive. What really happened? In the aftermath of XINHS disappearance, wild theories emerged from every corner of the globe. Russian military hijack, alien abduction, even the Bermuda Triangle of the Indian Ocean. Each theory painted a different picture of what might have happened to the missing flight. But beneath these fantastical tales, a darker reality took hold. The official report remained stubbornly inconclusive, offering no definitive answers. This lack of closure only fueled suspicion that something was being hidden from the public. The world watched as families of the Sebelum missing souls grew desperate for answers. Every scrap of information was scrutinized, every theory examined. The mystery had become more than just an aviation incident. It was a global obsession. Among the countless theories, one stood out as particularly chilling. The idea that XINHS might have been deliberately flown to a remote location. This theory suggested a level of planning that most hijackings lacked, pointing to something far more calculated. Then came the satellite pings. These mysterious signals, sent hours after the plane vanished, seemed to confirm the plane was still airborne, but their location remained frustratingly vague, creating more questions than answers in the complex puzzle. The official investigation had spent millions and covered vast distances, yet found no definitive wreckage. This lack of physical evidence only deepened the mystery, leaving room for theories that stretched the bounds of imagination. Some theorists pointed to geopolitical tensions at the time, suggesting the plane might have been involved in a covert operation. The presence of Russian diplomats on board added fuel to these speculations. Though no concrete evidence ever emerged, others wondered if the Bermuda Triangle had a counterpart in the Indian Ocean. The idea that some regions possess mysterious forces capable of causing technological failure has persisted through countless aviation mysteries over the decades. Amidst these fantastical theories, a more disturbing possibility emerged. What if the plane was deliberately flown to a remote location where it could remain hidden? This theory suggested a conspiracy that would be nearly impossible to prove without further evidence. The official report's inability to reach a conclusion became its own kind of evidence for those who suspected a cover-up. If the authorities couldn't solve the mystery, what were they hiding? This question haunted the investigation for years. Then, something unexpected happened. Artificial intelligence analysis of the available data began to reveal patterns that human investigators had missed. These new insights suggested a deliberate flight path that defied all previous assumptions about the incident. This AI-driven theory suggested the plane wasn't simply hijacked, but deliberately flown to a specific location with precise navigation. The calculations indicated a destination that would have required detailed planning and technical expertise, raising new questions about who might have been involved. Hi everyone! Quick reminder, subscribe for high-quality daily content. Sparkle's next episode. A plot twist you won't expect. Subscribe now. Face screaming in fear.